We are here for the second episode of the 2 weekly Q&As. We're going to start off with member and Patreon questions. I've limited those guys to 2 questions at the start of the video each, and then we're going to get onto the questions the rest of you guys asked me. If you want to become a member or a Patreon supporter, there's a link in the description, or a few links for each of them. Let's get into it. Scottish Sith asks, when Battlefront 2 dies, what will you focus the channel around? And this is something where I can determine what the outcome is going to be. I don't know if everyone's going to like it. I honestly couldn't predict. There's still a few things I'm putting into place, but honestly right now I just don't want to say. And I know that's kind of leaving it all ambiguous. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just want to be fully sure before I say anything. Suini asks, what would be your top 3 maps that you want in Battlefront? They can be large or small scale. I would like the Jedi Temple, definitely, the Coruscant Underworld, and you could argue this one doesn't count, but I'd like an extension of the Naboo Power Sector map that's already in the game. Too much of it is off limits, and I don't like it like that. I want a fight where Darth Maul gets chopped in half, everything like that. Father Yodamus asks, let's assume Ahsoka, Ventress, Padme and Jango are confirmed for the next 6 months. That's being optimistic. Who would you want incorporated into this game, and would you prefer them to explore more sequel trilogy heroes or keep at the prequels? You know, if those 4 came into the game while I'm not a sequel fan, and people are always going on like saying, oh, Fire Guy just hates on the sequels all the time, I am fair, and I would say, you know, that would kind of balance the prequels and the originals. So yeah, put the focus on the sequels, maybe the spin-off movies. I mean, the spin-offs do theoretically come under the original trilogy, but Solo, Rogue One, why not get those in there? But yeah, I would say push it over to the sequels. While I don't like them, it's unfair on people who do like them to just snub them, really. I know how it feels to be snubbed with the prequels. Which Assassin's Creed game was the best? Oh no. If you didn't play any, I'll unsub. I didn't play any. I'm sorry, Yodamus. It was nice having you on the channel while it lasted. Spider King asks, who will win in a 1v1 and Hero Showdown, you or Yodamus? Me, obviously. What will keep you playing Battlefront 2 until Fallen Order? New heroes, mainly, you know, new maps, but mainly heroes like Ahsoka, Ventress, Padme, Jango, or Aura Singh to come with Padme, or Cad Bane. Any of those guys, I don't mind, just get them in the game for me. Adam E96 asks, is Commander Croissant a parody or an extension of yourself? Guys, so many people ask this. We are different people. Is it not evident? Moving over to the community tab post for members, will you ever get PS Plus to play Battlefront 2 with your subscribers who don't have an Xbox? It's possible. I mean, I have used my PS4 account, not actually at my own house, so currently it's a bit difficult, but it's possible. I may go back to PS4, I just don't know right now. And am I going to Star Wars Celebration? I'm not. And so just going into a bit more detail, because I know there's a lot of people posing as to why, you know, posing different answers as to why. I did say last year I really wanted to go to Star Wars Celebration, and then I kind of saw The Last Jedi, and then I saw like the build up to the Solo movie, and while I love Solo, a lot of the stuff surrounding Lando and L3, and I just feel like, is this stuff needed in Star Wars, all the political rubbish in there? And it's kind of put me off Star Wars in a big way. I love Battlefront because we're getting like new Clone Wars heroes all the time, but in terms of like new Star Wars content, I don't have much faith in it, so I decided I just didn't want to go to Star Wars Celebration. I know a few other EA Game Changers are going to Star Wars Celebration, and EA have allowed them to do that. They didn't ask me, for whatever reason, I don't know. That could be because they know my opinion on it. They might just not want me there. I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to Star Wars Celebration. I'm not actually going to be here either when Celebration is on. I go away a few days. I think it's 2 days before, if Celebration is on the 14th, I believe. So I won't even be here. No reaction videos this time, unfortunately. JetBlue asks, what is your opinion on the new Google Stadia? I think that's how you say it. To be honest, I haven't really looked into it, to be honest. I'll give an opinion on a later date when I actually bother to do some research. What new cartoons for Star Wars would you like to see? I'm cool with them just bringing the Clone Wars back, like that's good for me. Anything else is just a bonus. Tanner Stevens asks, what was your favourite map/mode from Battlefront 2005? If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I didn't really play the old Battlefronts, in all honesty. I wasn't much of a gamer when I was younger. I played LEGO Star Wars, but not really much else when it comes to Star Wars games. And if I had to eat one food for the rest of my life, you know, if you've been here for a while, you'll know I'm a big fan of Nando's, so I would have to have Nando's for the rest of my life. What meal would it be? Extra hot half chicken? chips, garlic bread. That's good enough for me. I'll live on that for the rest of my life. Tyler Matthews asks, can I ask for more questions? Does that count as one of my questions? Why do I feel like I'm being trolled here by one of my own members? What's your favourite Star Wars planet? Coruscant. Do you think Palpatine and his group of scientists were successful in cloning the Zilbeast? I think so, because isn't that one of the reasons why they changed the clone armor? I could be wrong. You lore experts, correct me in the comments if you so wish. ALMAO Spider asks, do you think Star Wars Episode 9 will be good? I couldn't tell you, I'm not that hyped for it myself, but it could be amazing. I love Attack of the Clones, a lot of people didn't, but look how bad some people say that was, and then Revenge of the Sith's amazing, so anything can happen. And did you like Star Wars The Last Jedi, yes or no? And why? Or what parts did you like or dislike? I didn't like it, and I've said it so many times in streams as to why I don't like it. I'd be here, this would just turn into a Last Jedi rant. I didn't like The Last Jedi, it wasn't for me, and I would have to cover it in a video, or there's not really much point doing that a year on. You're just going to have to tune into my live streams, because it's such a long answer, it really is. Lunate asks, can I host a segment a month review? Yeah, sure, Lunate, if you get a good mic, absolutely. Exciting Turtle asks, will you ever do a Battlefront 2015 throwback stream? Absolutely, and you can give me some loadouts like you did back in the day. What would your dream job be except YouTube? I'm always switching around, so I don't want to say something and then next week it's something different. I am at that point in my life where I'm kind of just deciding on a lot of things, finding myself, everything like that. And the final member questions come from Isaac, who says, also another question, what clone or Stormtrooper skins do you really want to see? You really want the Shadow Trooper skins for both clones and Stormtroopers? Shadow Trooper, absolutely. Coruscant Guard for the Stormtroopers as well would be cool. And you know, I wouldn't mind Death Star Troopers, I think they were pretty cool in the last game. Which would you rather have in Star Wars Battlefront 2, Jango Fett or Cad Bane? I prefer Cad Bane as a character, but I think movie characters should always prioritise for games, and that's coming from an Ahsoka Tano fan, like a huge Ahsoka Tano fan. I'd rather have Jango in the game. Okay, on to the questions I asked the rest of you guys. Thank you very much for these, by the way. Crash Baton asks, which do you think is more intelligent, Arcade AI or HVV teammates? Arcade AI, by a long way. Opinions on Brexit. Honestly, Johanna, I'm not brave enough for politics. You make that mistake once, you don't make it again. Can you do a face reveal? P.S. Thank you for featuring me last time. I am trying to feature as many different people as possible, so I'm sorry if you've still not featured after 2 episodes. I'll keep trying, but thank you, Pebbles. I've done one a few years ago, like reaction videos for the last Star Wars Celebration, Star Wars Celebration from the year before, videos when I was actually there. Updated, we'll see. Which theme song do you like most of any character? So character themes. I'm gonna say neither Maul's Duel of the Fates, or I like Padme's Across the Stars. Not one I usually see people bringing up, but Across the Stars is really nice. One of the many reasons I love Attack of the Clones. If there was one thing you can fix about Battlefront 2 besides the so many glitches, what would it be? For me, I personally wish content would be faster and not delayed. I think, yeah, definitely that. The approval of the community transmissions is diabolical, to say the least, so I would probably fix just the whole approval system. Favourite prequel quote? Possibly from Jango Fett. It's just, you don't know, it's so mysterious. Possibly, who knows. Do you have a girlfriend? I do, and I want to try and bring her on for one of these 2 weekly Q&As, so let's see what happens. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? It's a system we cannot afford to lose, my friend. Will I be seeing episode 9 in cinemas? You know, I probably will end up seeing it. I know for a long time after the backlash of The Last Jedi I said I wasn't going to. I was very angry, but I probably will. I'm not hyped for the movie though just yet. What do you think will be better? More content for Battlefront 2 or a whole new game, Battlefront 3? Just keep adding on to Battlefront 2. At this point, if you do a Battlefront 3, it could be seen as controversial by the wider gaming community, you know. After what happened with this game at launch, after Battlefront 1's launch, I'd say just keep adding to this. Keep making Battlefront 2 better for the people who still play it. Why are you the way that you are? Hi, Breed, that is a great question. I don't know what you're going for by the way I am. You know, I'm me. I've been through many different phases on this channel. You can go back to my early videos and see that innocent young boy just playing Minecraft, and then, you know, switched it to FIFA, just me and my FIFA days going crazy, and then, you know, we work up to Battlefront at first. It was just like top 5 clips and stuff like that, and then yes, admittedly, I become a bit more, you could say arrogant, you could say opinionated. There's many words you could describe me as nowadays. That is completely up to the viewer, but I'm just me. I just act how I want to act really, you know, within reason. There's always a line you don't want to cross, but I'm just me, and to those people who like me, thank you. Do you subscribe to T-Series? No, of course not. Like, absolutely not. Why don't you like the Marvel movies? You know, Lash, I'm not saying that I don't like them because they're bad. I'm saying I don't like them because they're not for me. I've seen a few, and I think, you know, movie-wise, I can see why people are into this type of stuff. But they're not my type of thing. I don't know why. I could try and give you an answer, but really it's just because it's not for me. It's like asking someone, you know, why don't you like this food? We just don't like it. That's how I am with Marvel movies, but I'm, you know, so glad to see that the Marvel movies are doing well and that people are enjoying them, because I know how it feels to be a Star Wars fan and things aren't doing so well for us, so I'm glad the Marvel fans are getting in their own way most of the time, apart from Brie Larson, obviously, which I would say is the exception there. If Ewan McGregor jumped behind you and said hello there, would you say General Kenobi? You bet I would, but I'd probably end up just fainting in the process as well, because it's Ewan McGregor, right? Do you like The Force Awakens? How would you have started the movie? I'm a big fan of The Force Awakens. It's my least favourite, not including The Last Jedi, obviously. Like, it's my least favourite out of the 8 saga movies, but that's not to say I don't like it. It's just because I'm used to the original 6. I think it started perfectly, and my gripes of the movie really are... I can't really find any. I don't like the end battle with Rey and Kylo. It's just not for me. But I can't really complain with The Force Awakens. It set up Episode 8 perfectly. Episode 8 could have been the best Star Wars movie ever because of how good 7 was. It set things up so perfectly. Opinions on people working on Battlefront 3. It's only a small team. I don't think they'll be working on Battlefront 3. I think they'll still all be whoever's working on Battlefront 2, I think will be staying working on Battlefront 2. I just don't see them making a Battlefront 3 personally. And we're going to end it there, guys. Thank you very much for your questions. I am trying to answer as many questions as possible, and if you haven't had them answered yet, I'm sorry. I will try and do it in a future episode. I'll see you in 2 weeks for another Q&A. Thank you for watching, everyone.